And speaking about White Houses, can we speak about the former Joe Biden press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre? She was a terrible White House spokesperson. She had to read all of the time. But now she's got a book out. She's promoting it. And she's not a Democrat anymore. She's independent.
All she is saying in these interviews is, I'm black and I'm queer. I'm black. I'm a black woman. And I'm queer, too. Queer. She keeps mentioning that. Like, why do you, what lesbian just keeps calling herself queer? It's weird. What is that? Like, isn't queer for the sort of like mildly undecided? I don't even know what it is. It's an unnecessary letter. LGB. We all get that. They're divorced from the QT because those things have totally different agendas. LGB we get. I think she's L. Why doesn't she just say she's L? Why does she have to put the Q in there? Queer. And by the way, the LGBTQ community will tell you that the Q also stands for queer and questioning, neither of which should get its own letter. So she really wants you to know that she's black and she's queer and also an immigrant and she's the trifecta. And of course, we're all sitting back here like, we know. And we're white and we're blonde and we're women and we're men. Like, we just don't all run around talking about it all the time. This is the least interesting stuff about us. But it's the only thing she's got to offer for herself. That's, of course, the reason she was offered this position. We all know that. It's the reason Kamala Harris was offered the vice presidential role. It's the reason Ketanji Brown Jackson is on the U.S. Supreme Court. It's humiliating. You should be humiliated about that fact. That's the reason. If I were in her position, I'd be downplayed. I'd be never mentioning it again. I'd be talking about, I don't know, where I went to college or what interesting thing I did in the White House. But she's so proud to tell you how black she is and how queer she is because she realizes with her half of the aisle, it's real currency. It actually will get people to genuflect in front of her and bend the knee. That's how pathetic they all are. Now, on the subject of the book, she's still a lying liar who lies. She calls herself an independent. Why? She's very mad at the Democrat Party for not backing Joe Biden all the way through to the presidential election. What a farce. She was part of the cover-up. She knows damn well he couldn't have done it. She was part of the reason that they had to scramble to replace him in, June, July of 2024. But the lying as she's promoting this book about how she had no idea. She didn't see him on the plane ride over to the debate. So she just wasn't near him, as if it was just a one-night thing and she just missed it in the lead up. And then secondly, she's getting guff from Democrats for being such a turncoat. And the subtitle of the book is It's Independent, that insiders look at the White House. So people are giving her a hard time. Like, you're such a turncoat. The Democrat Party made you. The only reason people know your name is because of this party you're ripping on. Why would you betray, like the Bidens too, by giving the insiders account of the White House? And she actually is peddling the lie that she's talking about the Trump White House. That's how dumb she is, Paul. She's so dumb. It's like when your kid comes downstairs with the blanket over his head and he thinks because he can't see you, you can't see him, and you all play along. And that's fine when they're two. But this woman is a grown adult, and she actually is too stupid to realize we all know that's a lie. What do you mean? Why would you subtitle your book "An Insider's Look at the Trump White House"? Which, by the way, makes no sense because you have no insider's perspective on that whatsoever. So I don't know who's buying this book. Probably not many people. And I guess my only thought on it is it's been good for the laughs on the identity politics reminder.